It's Sunday morning, and I have a message. And today's message comes from the book of Luke, chapter 11, verses 24 to 26, and it states, when an impure spirit comes out of a person, it goes through arid places seeking rest and does not find it. Then it says, I will return to the house I left. When it arrives, it finds the house swept clean and put in order. Then it goes and takes seven other spirits more wicked than itself, and they go in and live there. And the final condition of that person is worse than the first. Y'all know I was a probation officer. And so in the 90s, heroin was big. In the 2000s, still, heroin was big. Fentanyl was just starting to creep in there. Like we were learning about it, but it hadn't taken the spotlight that it's taken now. But I would see people totally overcome their addiction, living a good and clean life, going to the gym, eating healthy, getting married, like totally living a clean life. And then something happened, a setback, a death in the family, or a loss of a job, or loss of a relationship, something serious happened in their life. And not being able to cope, taking, just hitting it one more time, and one more time turns into two more times, and two more times turns into every day. But you don't just have what you had when you stopped. It's seven more come with it. And so, yeah, I will tell you, I was losing like a person, I would say a week, maybe every 2 weeks. I had so many deaths on my caseload, and it was heroin overdoses, and it was a lot of people that had like cleaned up. They had made up their mind that that was it, and that slip, like once you open that door and let that spirit in, that spirit brings back seven more and worse, and we end up losing them. I went to quite a few funerals of people that I lost. It was a sad time. I watched young kids, 20s, teens, like 18, 19, 20s, just so young, strung out. It was a bad time. And so they used to call heroin addiction having a monkey on your back. Well, that monkey was actually a spirit. And that spirit come back with friends. Family, when I tell you, if God delivered you from something, don't go back. Don't go back. The the scripture says your condition will be seven times worse than, well, not seven times worse, but your condition will be worse than it was when you first were out there. You end up being in worse condition because that spirit didn't just come back by itself. That spirit brought friends. That spirit brought back the addiction. That spirit brought back having to feed that addiction. So now that addiction, now to feed the addiction, now it's shoplifting, now it's jail, in and out of jail, overdoses that don't lead to death, overdoses that you like come out of. Addiction is a nasty, nasty thing. And you've never experienced it in any in any way, you would never understand how ugly addiction can be. And if you've never experienced it, you will never understand just how much you see that it's an evil spirit, that it's a spirit upon you, eating you up, eating you up. I wish addiction on no person, but if you begin to look at addiction like a spiritual problem, you kind of see it different. And I think if you look at addiction as a spiritual problem and what going back means, seven times what you just brought yourself out of. No. 7 times the hell that you just brought yourself out of. If you've never seen heroin withdrawal, it is not pretty. It is not pretty. I'm sure the fentanyl's even worse. Family, we can't allow God to clean us up and then we go back to whatever He's delivered us from. So your thing may not be drugs or alcohol, but whatever it was He delivered you from, it's not getting better. It's getting 7 times worse. I've seen it in my own life, and it's not necessarily an addiction situation. It was a place God tried to deliver me out of, and I went back. And when I say it was 7 times worse, it was 7 times worse. And I won't make, I'm not going to do that again. I learned that hard lesson. Oh, I got to keep my eye on the time. I've been going over lately. Yeah. Whatever God delivers you from, you stay delivered, because you don't want that situation times 7. You don't want 7 more of that. Family, I'm going to leave that here. And whom the sun sets free is free indeed. Stay free. The only way those spirits get back at you is if you open the door and you allow them back. They have to have rights. The spirit realm is very legalistic, and they have to have rights to come back to you. They can't just come back. That means you opened the door. That means you tried one more hit. That means you went back to the place God delivered you from. All right, well, we're going to leave all that right there. And yeah, 7 times. 7, that spirit plus 7 more of his friends. Join us again next time when Innis Will Ministries International presents It's Sunday Morning. Until then, bye.